Here at the Wrestling Rundown, we're going to round out the monumental Week 200 with NXT. Yeah. And it's not a bad way to end Week 200.
No, because it was a pretty good episode of NXT.
Which we say about most episodes of NXT, because it's NXT.
Yeah. So let's talk about NXT.
Yeah.
By the way, welcome to Midweek Wrap-Up.
Lucha Underground, coming soon.
Yes, we're just a couple weeks away, actually. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it starts the same week as the UK tournament.
Yeah, fun.
So that'll be a very big weekend in about the middle of June. So we still got some time to get there. But this week on NXT, we had TM61 pick up another shady victory over Heavy Machinery, using the same rope and holding of the foot tactics. Next week, we're excited for Who is Bianca Belair. Maybe it'll make us give a shit. EC3 had a little promo video saying that he's done all this greatness with 3 matches. Imagine what he can do with 4.
Oh.
So we'll probably have EC3 in a match next week. Maybe. We have a lot of stuff happening next week.
Yeah.
But this week, we also had a very intense match between Lacey Evans and Kairi Sane, which Lacey Evans picked up with a new finishing maneuver she calls the woman's right. Punching Kairi Sane out of the air, which was pretty awesome. Oni and Danny think that because they pinned the tag team champions that they deserve to be the number 1 contenders. And it seems like they kind of are, I guess.
Yeah.
From the way that Undisputed Era was kind of talking about it, it seems like it's set in stone that it will be Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly defending the tag team titles.
Set in Martinstone.
Defending the tag team titles against Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch at NXT TakeOver Chicago. But Undisputed Era, like, meh. And apparently Roderick Strong just wants to face Danny Burch next week.
Yeah.
So that's
Daniel Burch.
Daniel Burch, Mr. Number 2.
Yeah.
We're also going to get
friends with Peter Dunne.
Peter Dunne and Oney Lorcan. Next week, also,
I was hoping they'd call him Oney.
Oney Lorcan. Oh, it's spelled. Oh man, get on your shit, Undisputed Era. Stop that. We're also going to be getting an NXT Women's Title match. Dakota Kai challenging Shayna Baszler. And despite being a little conflicted during the interview, once Shayna kind of stepped up to her, she seemed a bit more confident than she has in a while.
A little bit.
Maybe that's what happens when Nikki Cross yells at you.
Yeah, it could be.
And we will also have the NXT champion Aleister Black live next week at Full Sail. But also this week we had Lars Sullivan defeat Ricochet and Velveteen Dream in a handicap match after Velveteen Dream took offense to a blind tag from Ricochet, which kind of caused him to fall. He still hit a move, but he fell off the top rope. Ricochet hit a springboard 450. Lars Sullivan kicked out, and Velveteen Dream was just done and hit the rolling Death Valley driver and left Ricochet to get hit with the freak accident. And in our main event segment, that was our main event match. In the main event segment, we had a very interesting situation with the Garganos, where it seemed like Johnny was on the verge of hanging up the boots, but with the support of the crowd and just the overall frustration with the situation, Johnny broke from the script that he and Candice had kind of formulated going into this, called Tommaso Ciampa out. It was a huge situation with referees and all sorts of things, which ultimately led to Tommaso knocking Johnny off of the apron and onto Candice, leaving Candice...
Onto the ramp.
Onto the ramp, yeah. Leaving Candice laying surrounded by referees, Johnny Gargano, and a couple of ringside EMTs to close out NXT. Kevin Hawk, what did you like about NXT?
I liked NXT.
We always like NXT. NXT is always a like.
Yeah. I'm going to say I like the idea going forward of Roderick Strong versus Danny Burch next week.
Oh, yeah. Those two had some really good moments in that 6-man last week.
Yeah, it's going to be a rocket buster of a match.
Yeah.
You know, because you can imagine it's going to keep all of the level of physicality of where we had Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne when they were having their one-on-one matches.
Absolutely.
Which is a little bit of a different twist because Danny Burch isn't Pete Dunne. He's a little bit more rock'em sock'em and a little less into the technical game.
Yeah, so, he's a punch him in the mouth kind of guy.
Yeah, so it's going to be one of those matches that will escalate very quickly, I believe, and will keep that kind of fever pace for a good long bit of the match.
Yeah. I really liked the physicality between Lacey Evans and Kairi Sane. Right out of the gate, just straight up like shoving each other into the ropes and then just hauling off and chopping each other, and then just the physicality kept just building through the match, and it almost kind of put Kairi in this like seeing red tunnel vision type situation that ultimately ended the match for her, which was really cool. And now Lacey has this ability to now say, oh, you call yourself, you're the Mae Young Classic winner, you're this great Japanese star, but obviously I'm better than you, I'm the lady. And now Kairi really has to focus if she wants to kind of take it back to Lacey Evans. And it was a good physical game and a good mental game between the two of them, and I appreciated all of it. And I like at first I didn't get it, and after Nigel and Percy said it a couple times, I understood the woman's right.
It's a right hand.
Yeah, right hand, but it's also a woman's right to punch another woman in the face.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Yeah, I thought it was clever when he said it a couple weeks ago.
I don't think I heard it a couple weeks ago. This is the first week I heard it.
It was late, whoever Lacey beat last.
It was a jobber. It was it was the jobber that she was starting to beat up again, and then it was Brandi Lauren.
Yeah. Ava's story from TNA.
Yeah, and then Kairi came out and attacked her, and that's what started this match. So
yeah, Nigel called it then, and I was like, I see.
Okay.
I see what you did there, Nigel.
I missed it a couple weeks ago.
Well, you know why you missed it and I didn't? Because it's a pun. It's a play on words.
Yeah. It took me a second.
I hear one of those from like 3 blocks away.
Your pun radar goes off just at the mere mention of it.
I might have heard it before he said it.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
What did you love about NXT?
I'm gonna love and hate.
Okay.
The same thing.
Oh.
Mine's wrapped up in one bubble.
All right.
It's Velveteen Dream and Ricochet.
Okay.
They made a fantastic team.
Yeah, they did.
And I loved it. I hated that they had to break it off so quick.
Yeah, no, I talked about it last week because I was, since I was by myself, that I kind of figured that Velveteen was going to be the reason that they lost. I thought it was going to be more of them trying to one-up each other, because Velveteen says that, anything Ricochet does, I can do better. And that's kind of what I thought, but, they work together really well. Yeah. And it was fun to watch. But it's also really fun to watch them face each other, so it's, I get where you're coming from, but it's hard to hate knowing that we get to watch them face each other again.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted it to continue.
Yeah, I know. And I understand. Maybe further down the road. Maybe in a different situation. Yeah, I'll kind of piggyback on that, because that match was great. It literally did wonders for all 3 guys in the match. Yeah. Lars looked like a fucking monster, which was great. And just watching Ricochet and Velveteen trying to use the smarts that they both have to really take him down. But then that flip, it was a subtle thing that's they can hang their hat on that as the reason that Velveteen turned on him. It was a brilliantly played move. But I'm going to say it every week when they do segments like this. I love the Gargano Ciampa situation, because it's exactly what I want. And the fact that now Candice has literally become a part of the rage. This moment is going to be a catalyst for Johnny to just lose his shit one more time. makes me all the more excited for what continues as far as the storyline. Because it's been fantastic so far. I was I thought they were setting a trap for Tommaso Ciampa.
For Ciampa.
Ciampa
is a Ciampa.
But when it turned out that they were like, Johnny was seriously considering stopping wrestling, and then it was the rage built up again. It was just it's a roller coaster of emotions, and it's really fun to watch. And I love everybody's part in it. Everyone's doing a great job. It's a good storyline.
Yeah, it was an interesting thing. I went to the movies last week to see Avengers. I was wearing my Candice LeRae t-shirt.
Oh, nice.
And the clerk at the movie theater made mention of this storyline.
Really?
As we're getting the tickets.
Hey.
And he was like, hey, man, wouldn't it be really cool if they let Candice face Tommaso?
Oh, I'd lose it. If Candice literally got physically involved in a match capacity, not necessarily saying give Ciampa a lady on his side for Candice to fight, but if Candice really got to fight Ciampa, I'd lose it.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure they've done it before.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm sure they faced each other in many promotion, but to actually see it happen in NXT would be so much fun to watch. Did you dislike anything?
I mean, I already talked about my.
Oh, that's true.
My dislike.
Bianca Belair was there for a second.
Yeah, no. I usually am putting the Bianca Belair segment or whatever into my dislike pile. I'm not doing it this week because, like you said, it's they're opening up a window for her to finally make sense of who she is as a person, which might make her feel less bland.
The Who Is segments have always been really good.
At least the ones on NXT.
Yeah. I mean, we're not talking about anything other than NXT right now.
Yeah.
But the way they've done these have always been very enlightening on the person. So I'm hoping that this particular one makes me care about Bianca, because Bianca doesn't make me care about Bianca.
Yeah.
So hopefully Bianca's story, and this is the first time they've had a heel, I believe. Because they did TM61, they did Roderick Strong. I think there was one other one in between there. I don't remember who it was. It might have been a Johnny Gargano thing.
Might have been.
But so the fact that they're having a heel on, I'm wondering if they're going to change the tone.
And here's the thing: is I as heelless as she acts, I don't think that's how they're trying to actually get her over.
Oh no, she was more heel in the Mae Young Classic than she has.
They're
been
trying
on
to
NXT.
get her over, of being a female Braun Strowman essentially.
Yeah.
She's super powerful.
Yeah. She got that weightlifting background.
They're hoping that would be enough to pop the crowd, get them behind her. I think.
I mean, there's some people that like her.
Yeah,
but
she's got a fan base, not very big, but it's there.
Yeah.
So this could potentially be a catalyst to expand the fan base.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping whatever she says and does on this, it pans out better than the other promo type stuff that she's done in the past.
Right. That is it for NXT. Since I did the first half last week when they were announced the day of NXT, figure let's talk about the other half of the UK tournament that got announced a couple days ago. We talked about the first half that got announced last Wednesday. So just a couple days ago, we know that Travis Banks, Flash Morgan Webster, Drew Gulak, Ashton Smith, Jordan Devlin, Tucker, James Drake, and Tyson T-Bone are the other half of the 16-man UK tournament to see who's going to face Pete Dunne for the United Kingdom Championship.
It's crazy they're going to do this whole tournament
in 2 days.
Yeah, well, the tournament is 1 day, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because it's the second
day. The winner faces Pete Dunne.
Unless it's the winner wins the tournament and then immediately has to face Pete Dunne.
Yeah, I don't know. I also heard a rumor that the first round is actually going to happen the weekend prior.
Yeah.
At the
Download Festival.
Yeah.
That has been announced.
Which I feel like, to me, unless we get to see that, I feel a little bit gypped that, it's like, okay, I don't want to get invested in any of these guys yet, because if half of them are going to be eliminated before we even get to see it.
Yeah, and I mean, we've got what? We've got 7 guys. We have 7 guys returning. We got Jordan Devlin, Tucker, James Drake, Tyson T-Bone, Joseph Connors. Okay, so 5. Yeah. We have five guys returning from last year's tournament. We have the
Gulak and Gallagher returning from their 205 Live, the Cruiserweight tournament.
Well, and the fact that Gulak is the first American to be thrown into this tournament, very interesting situation.
I like it because, and I guess I had a really hard time wrapping my head around it initially when I heard it.
Okay.
But it got me. I was like, okay, well, Roderick Strong's challenged for the UK Championship. It's somebody going like, okay, the UK Championship tournament doesn't necessarily mean you have to be from the UK to be in it.
Yeah, and even at Access they had Leo Rush and a bunch of the people in a tournament to face Pete Dunne as well. So yeah, I mean, I think just with the fact that last year's tournament was all UK guys, it was a little bit of a I don't even know the word I'm looking for. It was a little strange to see Gulak in the mix, but I'm very excited because Gulak is a fantastic wrestler. So
yeah, and I'm super looking forward to the tournament.
Yeah,
regardless of who we end up seeing in it, I kind of hope that, I don't know, maybe YouTube or WWE.com has the matches from the Download Festival. I'd really like to see.
Yeah, I have a feeling
the whole tournament.
Yeah, I have a feeling we'll probably maybe that week's NXT. They might show a couple of matches, I don't know. Yeah, I'm hoping.
My fear is the only thing we're going to see is before match 1, you're going to see how the 2 guys advanced. You're just going to get like a 10-second clip of the finish of the match.
Don't do that.
That's going to be it.
Don't do that.
It's just a very stereotypical WWE thing to do. But yeah, just knowing like the only people out of the entire tournament who I don't know is like, and I've heard of Kenny Williams, but I don't know of him very well. The only person I legitimately don't really know of is Ashton Smith.
Yeah, Ashton Smith is him, and I haven't heard much about Amir Jordan.
Yeah,
Amir Jordan is of the first set. Amir Jordan is the only one that I don't really know because I had just seen Kenny Williams on 205 Live last week.
Yeah,
and he's really good. I was excited to see him in it. But yeah, Amir Jordan and Ashton Smith are the 2 that I'm like, I'm very intrigued because I haven't seen any of these guys' stuff. But the rest of the guys, a few of them we're very aware of from either last year's tournament or other promotions. And then, of course, we know Jack Gallagher, we know Flash Morgan Webster, we know Drew Gulak, we know.
I'm a big fan of El Ligero.
Hell yeah.
He's really good.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what all these guys can do.
And I'm a huge fan of Travis Banks.
Yes.
Travis Banks is really good.
Yeah, it's really cool to see Travis Banks in it.
I'm super excited for it. But, I'm putting my money down right now for Flash Morgan Webster.
He's
my boy. He's my pick.
Is he your pick, your early pick going in?
He's him and Drew.
Him and Drew? All right. Let's see. I'm going to go with Joe Coffey. Or Travis Banks.
Yeah, Joe Coffey is another really strong pick for this one. He's a guy who I feel like WWE would really want to bank on him.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially if they sign him because of this tournament.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's a
great member of the Prestige.
A lot of really good talent. Looking forward to it. Don't screw us out of any of it, WWE.
Please.
Please, for the love of God. But for now, thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click those links down below.
There are so many social media links.
There's also a podcast link.
That's the one that says SoundCloud.
And there's Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable with a W. Like wrestling.
Where we have the list with Kevin Hunt.
That's me.
We have Question of the Week with Thomas Wolfe.
That's not me.
We have a brand new one that's going to be coming up this weekend. We also have an unboxing video with Thomas Wolfe coming up this week. The Tag Team Pro Wrestling Crate. Look for it It's going to be fun.
What
There's
a
also
rush that was.
I see what you did there, Hawk. Also, check out our punishment videos and other videos that are loosely based around wrestling. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Fuck Modus.
Yeah.
Huh?
Damn.